can't stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mach 54. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Watch that creep. Watch that creeping. Diva. Check 31. Check 31. He's 36 power. Check 36.
Now it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Lucky. 57's the right.
Now Garoppolo. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. Caden Smith, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Pettis. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 23 yards the pickup there.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here we go. 180!
again.
21, 21.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Get hot.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here we go. 180.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
57. Time to go. Night, night.
Lock, lock, lock. 11, 11. Get hot.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Cut, cut, cut.
Get hot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got one. I got one. Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming to you.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, one set. Mike 54. Let's go one more. Mike spot 4.
On third down, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Minus 54. Minus 54.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Right there.
Wilson will throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
Touchdown, 49ers! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They run it with Carson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Pettis on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Garoppolo now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Here we go. 180!
Mike 54. Watch the run. They're running it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 24, check 24. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Watch the safety creep. Go, go, go.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Hey, Haywood!
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, just go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
To throw again is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Greg Olsen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
21.
They run it with Breida. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Alert.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check right 54. Right 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'm coming after you. Rush in. 14, run it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now this throw caught left side. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the guy, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he gets it down to the 32. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He finds an opening past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
13.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Get that ball. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, alert! 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 I got you.
It comes to me. It's me.
Go ahead.
They stay on the ground with White. He will push his way down to about the 14. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The kick by Gold is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Mike 50. You got nothing to do. You got nothing.
Hey, 0.
50, Mike 50.
Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
25.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Breida. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Niners, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, that's that like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, but that's my Gino. Smells like the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the